Hello guys, in today's tutorial video we'll have a look on to the observability part of Core, and mainly we'll try to replicate how we can access this dashboard basically for the network health, which had a lot of things to explore. So yeah, so this is the general documentation where they have introduced the basic introduction about the observability, like what are the matrices that you are going to use. Like for example, if you go to this API documentation, you can see this is the main path of getting all the matrices. And yeah, so now you can also see these like custom matrices for accessing different things. So the first thing that we need to do is to run our core. So I already have the Docker compose file with me, and I'm using the version, the latest version. So we can just, okay, it's running now. Now let's try to access dashboard. You can use any email or password here and just copying and pasting the details that are given by them. So now this is dashboard, and now we can create one subscriber very quickly. Put key and OPC. That's it. All right, now we can run the G0B and the UE. All right, and we can perform some ping test to generate some traffic. Okay, now let's move to the integration of Prometheus and Grafana. For that, I have created some, go inside this network health. So this is my Docker compose YAML file for running the containers of Grafana and Prometheus. Let's have a look on to this Docker file. Now we can see here it's just you need to make sure, like in the networks, you're using the same network on which Core is running. In that case, it's LR default. And yeah, these are services of Prometheus, and now this is Grafana. So nothing special, just a template to run the containers for both of these. And I'm using this Prometheus.yaml as a volume, which basically contain the API address where the matrices are exposed on the Core, which let me show that as well. So this is my Prometheus.yaml, and here you can see the matrices path as this, and obviously this is the URL where our dashboard and the matrices will be exposed. And if you want to have a look on the matrices manually, you can simply just copy it and replace it with this, and you can see all these matrices provided by Core. So this is basically the endpoint of all the matrices. And now what we can do is we can simply run docker compose up. Okay, now let's try to access Prometheus first. Okay, so this is our Prometheus dashboard, and if you go to the target health, now you can see the Core matrices API which is exposed, and the state is up. So this is like what we want, right? So now we can use these Prometheus. So let's access the Grafana dashboard now. It should be on 3000, and we can put admin. I don't care about the security now. All right, now the first thing that we need to do is go to connections, and we need to add the Prometheus as a data source. So add data source Prometheus, and we'll provide the container name and port. Save it. That's it. Now we'll go to dashboard, and we'll go to import. And for the import part, you can either use the JSON model or the URL or the ID. So where you will find it, if you go to the observability docs again, yeah, and if you scroll a bit down, yeah, here on the dashboard part, you will see this is the ID, which is public. So you can simply copy it and paste it over here and load it, and you can see the name is Core Network Health. Simply just make sure to use the Prometheus as a data source and import. And now you can see we have this very attractive network health dashboard, and you can see all the matrices here, like the connected radios, the PDU session, and you can also see the throughput as well if you put some if you do some benchmarking and all those things. And if you go a bit down, you can also see the NCAP message rate here. I just started it because you can see like I have very less messages. Similarly, you can see the subscribers and PDU sessions. In our case, it's 1. Similarly for the subscriber, and we can also do it like 1 hour to see more details, and you can see in the user plane the data plane throughput. And yeah, this is very interesting. You can also see the XTP actions for N3 and N6, how many packets are passed, dropped, redirected, and all those actions. And also in the API and authentication part, you can see these request rates by endpoints, and you can also see the system resources being used, for example, the memory heap, CPU cores, Go routines. So you can see all these details over here. So yeah, that's pretty much about the video, and see you in the next one.